Good afternoon. We are the Noow Tlein dancers. Thank you all for coming. Today is special to us. A couple years ago, we lost our leader, Dasa. She has been with the group and the Sitka Native Education a total of 50 years. As the Sitka Native Education is getting ready to celebrate 50 years in ignition since 1974. Without that program, starting back in 1974, with the elders, many elders, you would not be seeing what is happening today. Not only did the culture come alive, not only the dancing, not only the language. Without that, without the Sitka Native Education, meeting with elders, having elders involved, you are all able to come to functions like this every 2 years to see what our culture is all about. So, in honor of the Sitka Native Education Program, we'd like to show what we have, because the people up here, most of us have come out of the Sitka Native Education. We're products of the Sitka Native Education. I am one of the original Qajahin dancers, and if there's any other original Qajahin dancers in here, please turn around and get acknowledged. We are celebrating 50 years of dancing. I see another one back there, Gilly. Also, Doug, if there's any SNP, Sitka Native Education Program, also please stand and get acknowledged for what you have learned through the program. Without Yedi Kuka, who is the business part and helping getting the program going along with the elders, we want to make sure that she's acknowledged through the Sitka Native Education Program. And now on to Dasa. Dasa has been with our group since existence in 1980. It was a huge loss for our group. We weren't sure what we were going to do. We weren't sure if we were going to keep the group together. But the group got together and said, no, we have to continue showing what she has instilled in us. And so that's what you are seeing today, and that's what you will be seeing this celebration, is what her and all the other elders have worked with us and made us proud of who we are, and continue learning through what they taught us. And so I want all of you guys to just take a minute and let us acknowledge Dasa in a moment of silence, please. And remember that our performance today and our performance on Saturday is in memory of our leader, Dasa. And as soon as I'm done, and after I'm going to let Chuck say a couple words regarding Dasa too. Going to choose for listening to me, and just have a moment of silence for Dasa. Chief, thank you, and if Chuck can say a couple words. And we're so happy that our co-leader made it into town this morning to be with our group.
Achishas, Achlilkohas, Achkanian, Achyatke, Kagwantan, Achatas, Yanoasha. Tlaatliil kohas chukanedi, chukansha, kunilchish hati adi yachana, to anyat usane kunalchish hatiade. Just the small things that our elders have taught us over the years. We try to keep our language alive, and that's what Dasa always wanted us to use. Even if we only knew a few words, she says, use them. Use them. And so that's why I thought I'd speak in our language first. But to be here, to be blessed to have all my friends and family here, and those of you that are watching, to acknowledge Dasa for all her amount of hard work and dedication. I was very blessed to be her pupil and her mentee for 46 years. I have recordings I listened to last night in Seattle of her talking to me a few months before she passed away. She was still teaching me, and they were still valid. So just to be up here and to say she was my teacher, she was my mentor, means a lot to me. And fighting the fight of cancer has not been easy, but all of your prayers and thoughts and good feelings have come my way. I feel them every day. And I'm gonna cheesh, ho ho, ho ho. As from the family of my grandmother, Sankata, Sarah James, my niece was teasing me about if my mom was in the same position as being ill or whatever, we would say, Mom, take it easy, sit down. Or my Uncle Walter Smith, Uncle, you always see me, Uncle, sit down, let somebody else do that. Now they're all bawling me out for grabbing my own chair and whatnot, so I have to ask for help, so it's kind of hard to do. But with our teachings here, we're going to sing a song that Dasa used to always song call to. She taught me how to song call, and there's not very many people that know how to do that anymore. And so I would like to teach a few people how to do these things, because it's going to be a lost art form. People are just going to talk about it. But this song was composed by Si Tan. He was a male. He was in love with this ego woman. He loved her very much, but she didn't love him back. And so the words of the song is, for a long time now, it's like the world has flooded my feelings of you, children of the Tlein Tan. Where can my raven fly to? And the second verse is, where are you, my heavenly Father? If I could only see you, I would feel so much better. And so this was his love song to the woman that didn't love him back. This is Si.
We'll give Chuck a second. The next song was composed in 2018. I was resigning as the president of our dance group, and Dasa said, "Ethel, come here." And I knew when she used that tone of voice, something was coming up. She said, "I really want you to lead the group to celebration one more time because I'm thinking this is going to be my last celebration." I said, "Oh, Auntie, no, you got a lot more in you." Who would have thought she knew what she was talking about? And so we talked with Chuck, Sissy, Lil, and Chuck and I talked, and we said we need to do something for her. So we asked Chuck to help compose a song for her, and we surprised her at the 2018 celebration. She just cried. She was so happy. But to this day, I am so happy that she used that tone and asked me to help bring the group over in 2018. So I'm going to let Chuck talk a little bit about the song.
It was a funny story. Some of you might remembered it from the last time. I asked Dasa, because we were trying to do this behind her back, but she's one of our elders and she knows all the wordage. And so I said I had to throw my Sunny boys under the bus, Paul and Elijah Marks. I think they're in the audience. Are you guys here? Kusua? Oh, there's one of them. Trouble. I knew it, to my right side. I said, Dasa, the Marks brothers, they need our help. They need our help with words to a song. Can you help them? She goes, yeah. She says, oh, okay. So please forgive me. I just got in this morning. I'm a little tired. So I know the first verse has to do with the words of her father. Her father are going to be heard throughout the singing. And second verse was the love for her Kiksadig children and Klaknachadig children. The teachings of all that come together up here on stage. And so it's the first time I've ever seen it, and I thought they wanted something unique and special for her. And so when you hear the song, it'll start off slow, but you'll see a change in the middle of the song. Dastiyak ayacha, danaiti, group. Ha hey. Ha hey ha hey hey ha hey 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 ha hey hey ha hey ha hey hey ha hey hey So long story short, Dasa helped compose her own song.
I know we're getting close to the time, but we would like to honor our only elder up here with us today. I'd like one of the dancers, please bring Herman Kitka out here. Cleotiish, Herman Davis, excuse me, out here. Herman is our last elder with this group. We'd like to acknowledge him this celebration. He's 90 years old, and he has been with our group the whole time. Has no idea what's going on. We wanted him to surprise him, and we all want, as I'm bringing out something to present to him from our group, we just wanted everybody to know what an honor it is to have him with us up here. What an honor it is for this dance group to be able to say he's our leader. What an honor it has been for him to lead us all these years. On behalf of the New Tlein dancers, we'd like to say Gunachish to you all for loving our Cleotiish and honoring him the way you just did. So on behalf of the New Tlein dancers, and as I'm taking this out, I'm going to ask Chuck to say a couple words regarding the item that we are presenting him with. It was donated by my brother, a sea otter headband. Chuck did the coho design, and we have abalone ear buttons on it.
Actually, the coho design that's on there that was done in beadwork was done by his late sister, my grandmother, Sankata, Sarah James, and I think it's fitting that he wears it for our dance group. He was also given a big man's name, Haralas Kuik, for my late mother, Shachat Mary Miller, and my uncle, Takseo Takin. He was given the name Gok, which is our big man's name. That's why he's wearing that hat. That's his personal coho hat. And he was given the name of his ancestor, his uncle, Gok, which means white swan. Oh.
So much respect has been shown all around, all the dance groups. You saw the other day, yesterday, it was raining, but it never stopped the Tlingit people from doing an exit dance, entry dance. Thank you all for helping us to be what we are, our elders. Pashakakawo. All of you that are here, thank you. Okay, Josh, Chukanede.
Awe.
Oh God, Chukan Shah.
Awe.
Oh, Tlein, Kakwantan. Oh, Kaniyan, Shankukedi. Chakaniya, Chakawedi. Kalachisia. Yad Hadi Hadi Yad Yad. Chakwasaya Kanuch. Yad Kani. The Katuan. Yad Zakatana. No, thank you. Say, what she done, Daka, so Lillian, I forgot her name. Dasa,
Yeah.
Dasa,
Yes.
Dasa. Oh, held us together. I say, you're gonna cheese. Ho, 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 ho. Gonna cheese. Gonna cheese. Gonna cheese. Hey, say, I'm gonna cheese. Gonna cheese. Ho, ho. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
A lot of our elders that have come from the other villages, like the late Matthew Fred Sr., Austin Hammond Sr., Dickie Dalton, many, many leaders, and our female our songbirds, Amy Marvin and Ida Kadashan, and all of them, they never, and Catherine Mills, they would never shortchange anybody. They always want to make sure people know the history. My Auntie Vida Davis, his late wife, would always say, Charlie, you got to teach the kids what they're singing about. They don't know what they're singing about. They're just singing these words. They don't even know what they're saying. So you got to start teaching them. So we learned from Dastia what these words are that we're going to be singing, because this is important songs that we're going to be doing next. These are called yek songs. Yuko Hangi yek, correct? These are spirit songs that were composed by the Icht, the shaman. And these are very sacred songs, and they're very serious. When we were growing up in the program, the elders used to scold us very harshly for playing around or smiling, because these are very serious songs. You never play it around. And the words would come out of the shaman's mouth almost like in reverse, like a reverse vacuum cleaner. And some of the words never made sense because it was in the spirit realm. It was in those words. But this was composed by our Koho shaman. And it was about our ancestor, Coxatine. You could see her on my headdress here. This is the spirit of Coxatine. When she got taken away by the Koho people for being disrespectful to them when she was gathering, according to Charlie Joseph up in Joaquin, she was gathering Kohos on the banks of the river, and she strung the heads around a smaller rope than this around her neck to take back to the village. And according to what he was told, the river wasn't very thick or wide or deep. She had to cross the river to get to her village. But when she stood up, all those heads around her neck, it must have been a nice day because the heads showed a reflection in the water, and she kept thinking that was funny looking. And our people always told, don't make fun of our food ever. And because of that action, she was taken away by the Koho people when she started going through the river, and she never came back as a human being. But she came to our shaman in a vision in one of his quests, and he appeared to her as a young woman, and she told him exactly what had happened to her and the cycle that a salmon goes through. And because of her, that's why our Koho people use the Koho as their emblem. And that's why you see the image of her in the belly of this Koho. This comes in two parts. It used to come, according to what we understood, there were 6 parts to this song, but Grandpa could only teach us 2. First verse is to talk about how the Spirit goes through the mountain. The Spirit goes through the mountain. And the second verse is, the Spirit goes over the mountain. The Spirit goes over the mountain. And the second song, the only thing Grandpa could translate into English, it said, the fish is calling me. The salmon is calling me. So you're going to see the ladies, and you see them in 2 lines here. They're going to call it, their dance is called Yukainak, the shoulder motion, the movement. This is a very sacred song, so just want to let you know. Yukuahangie Coxatine Yahaye. Danaite, Danaite.
Thank you to the group for what they're doing. Thank you for saying that I'm your elder and your leader. Thank you all for what you are, who you are, and where you're from. Gonna change the country on no time for this beautiful band that you have presented to me as your leader and your elder. Gonna cheese. You're welcome to cheese.
And these songs are strictly Koho Tluknachadi from Dry Bay songs. And Tu'a. Yukainak, Higuach, Tluknachak, Ekcha, Higuach, Luke. Anarchy, Gook!
Okay, we are going to hurry up and just do our thank yous and exit since we ran over. But, sorry, on behalf of the New Tlein dancers, we'd like to say Gunach Chish to the Sealaska Heritage for putting on this wonderful event. We'd like to say thank you, Gunach Chish, to Sealaska Incorporated for always helping all the dance groups from Sitka with presenting us with a large donation. To the Sitka Tribe of Alaska for also coming through for the dance groups. Not only that, it takes our town with 3 dance groups coming from Sitka, the city of Sitka, with Sitka being Sitka. They took care of us and came to all our fundraisers and donated. To our family members, they know it's been a long road for us after losing Dasa and going on our own and standing by us. We can't say it enough to you, Gunach Chish. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge any of Dasa's family members out there who are here today to help us honor our leader and remember our leader and show her, because we know she has the best seat in the house, what she has done for us and what we will, as a dance group, continue on. So any of her family members who are out in the audience, please stand up and get acknowledged. I'd like to acknowledge her sister, who's here, Loretta Ness, who made the trip over back here.
We also want to acknowledge Qanutli is our new Noow. She's our clan mother now. She's taken the place of her sister. We want to make sure everybody knows she's our new clan mother of the Kohos in Sitka.
Gunach Chish, on behalf of the New Tlein dancers, for coming out and supporting us on this real hard day for us. But you know, I am so proud of what this group just did today on behalf of Dasa. Gunach Chish.